Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode number 21 of the Everything NYJ podcast. I hope you guys are all happy and well. My name is Liam. I am your host. And actually, this week I came down with COVID, and it just kicked the crap out of me, man. I am just now starting to feel a little bit better. My temperature finally broke, and I'm finally starting to be able to taste and smell things again, which is nice. And it just came in such a bad time, right? This is just such a bad time to have it. Obviously, it sucks anytime anybody gets it, and I don't wish it upon anybody. But this is a big week for the Jets, right? A lot of roster moves going on. And let me tell you, the Jets media and the Jets news does not wait for anybody. So with that being said, let's get right into it. And the first topic that I want to discuss is the tight end position. And let me tell you guys, I am very happy that Chris Herndon is no longer a New York Jet, right? Chris Herndon traded to the Minnesota Vikings. The Jets gave up Chris Herndon and a 6th-round pick for a 4th-round pick. Chris Herndon also received a $1.4 million signing bonus. And I've been saying it since last season. Since probably about mid-season, ending of the season, I didn't want to see Chris Herndon on the team anymore. I didn't want to see Chris Herndon on the field this season. I didn't. And I still feel that way. I'm glad he's gone. I think that he underachieved, I guess would be the best way to put it. He was just never able to reach the promise that we thought he was going to be in 2018. In 2018, he looked like a promising breakout star. I thought that we had the next tight end on our team for the next 5-10 years. I thought Chris Herndon was going to be a big staple of this team. And he underachieved. He disappointed. The guy couldn't catch a ball to save his life. He came alive every now and then. Every now and then you'd start seeing a little something from him. But it wasn't enough to justify keeping him on this team. I'm really surprised because you could have made a case that he should have been cut. I made that case. And I wonder if they didn't find a trading partner, if they would have kept him, or if they would have just cut him. I could have seen the Jets doing either one. All I can say is I'm glad he's off the team. I really am. Kenny Oboe got put onto the practice squad, and I could have made a case that he could have started too. I know he's young and he has a lot of work to do, and I got into a little argument on Twitter this week about that. A lot of people feel like he wasn't ready, and that's true. He has to work on his footwork, his fundamentals. He had that one nice Hail Mary catch for the touchdown against the Eagles. But right now, the only active tight ends on the roster are Ryan Griffin, Wesco, Danny Brown, and Tyler Kroft. And Wesco is more of a fullback than anything. I don't feel necessarily comfortable going into the season with these tight ends. And I really think that Joe Douglas is going to make a move. A lot of people are saying trade for Zach Ertz. I would do that. I definitely would. I am pro Zach Ertz. He has the Philadelphia connection with Joe Douglas. Unless Joe Douglas doesn't think that maybe he's the right scheme fit or something. I understand Zach Ertz is on the older side of football. He has a few injuries, but so does Ryan Griffin. I just think that Zach Ertz would overall be a better tight end, and he would add a little bit more protection, a little bit more of a security blanket for somebody like Zach Wilson. It's not the worst idea in the world. I know some people are like, very against it. And from what I'm seeing, it's either you're very against it or you're very for it. I'm for it. I haven't seen a lot of people being like, I'll take it or leave it. I think Joe Douglas should make it happen. Do I believe he's going to? I could see it. I could really see it, but it's getting close, man. He's got to come in, learn the system. It's coming close. But I don't feel comfortable going into the season, like I said, with Ryan Griffin, Kroft, and those guys. I just don't. If one of those guys get injured, I could see Kenny Oboe coming up. But like I said, I'm not 100% confident in Kenny Oboe either. I really think that it would just help to have a veteran tight end in the group. That's all I'm saying. And the other thing I want to get into is the quarterback situation. And James Morgan was sent to the Panthers. I guess maybe he just really misses Sam Darnold, his good friend Sam Darnold. Whatever the case is. Do I agree with it? No. I think, and this is an unpopular opinion, I think James Morgan was a better quarterback than Mike White. I really do. Obviously, James Morgan threw that Hail Mary to Kenny Oboe, But whatever the case is, now James Morgan's going to go help out Carolina and give them our playbook. And there we go. Now we're going to lose week 1. Officially, we're losing week 1. Whatever. Josh Johnson, was on the practice squad now. And I think that he should have been QB 2. I think that he should be above Mike White. I think he's a better quarterback than Mike White. Mike White should be on the practice squad. If Zach Wilson, God forbid, goes down, I want an experienced veteran quarterback like Josh Johnson coming in over somebody like Mike White. And if you think Mike White or even James Morgan was going to come in and you had faith in them, you're out of your freaking mind. Right now, it seems like we're just mailing in games. If Zach Wilson is not healthy and he can't play a couple weeks or whatever the case is, I don't feel safe going in there with Mike White. We might as well just mail in games like we used to do with Adam Gase. With Luke Falk and Trevor Siemian and David Fales. Whoever, we had all these terrible backup quarterbacks. And I just don't want to go down that road again. I'd rather have somebody experienced like Josh Johnson or hell even signed for Nick Foles. It's getting close. I thought that we'd have a better backup quarterback by this situation. And no, do not sign. Don't even say Cam Newton. I don't want to hear any Cam Newton talk. Cam Newton is not coming to the Jets. Cam Newton wants to start. If Cam Newton comes here, he's just going to be a distraction. He's going to be a pain in the ass. I don't want it to happen. But whatever. Another surprising cut is Bless Austin. Bless Austin was the most experienced cornerback on the roster. And yes, he struggled in coverage, and he struggled with his tackling. He's not a Joe Douglas guy. He's not a Robert Saleh guy. And if that's the case, then yeah, your back's up against the ropes. The Jets are going young. They're going Bryce Hall, Guidry. They're going to be the starters. Lamar Jackson was sent to the practice squad, which we could have gotten rid of him, and I would have been fine either way. I really didn't want to see Lamar Jackson out there to begin with. But they're going young with that position. They have Michael Carter, they have Echols, they have Justin Hardy, who has a couple years experience, but he's terrible. And they have Pinnock. And I understand that a lot of guys are upset. A lot of Jets Twitter is upset that we don't have a veteran cornerback at the position. And I really think that we were just spoiled for years with guys like Cromartie and Revis. And that's, the Jets aren't often spoiled. But in that situation with this position, we definitely were. And even that was years ago. I don't think that the Jets are going to bring in a veteran cornerback at this point. And Joe Douglas and Robert Saleh both said it during their press conferences that they're rolling with these young guys. This isn't a year to be bringing in all of these veteran guys. We're not in a win-now position. That's what you guys have to understand. We're not in a win-now position. We're going to be rolling with these young guys, evaluating them, and helping them grow, see what they are. We're going to be developing our own talent for once. When's the last time that we developed our own players and kept them? These guys might be decent in the next couple years. They're young and they're green and maybe they're not even ready to start. But we just need to see growth. We're going to be seeing development. That's all we're looking to see this year. Growth and development. And I understand that these guys are young. They're not the guys that are going to be coming in and lighting the world on fire. And other offenses are going to know this. So for other offenses, they're going to be sending their guys downfield. Again, testing one-on-one, testing these corners. And it's going to suck. But it is what it is, man. We just have to hope that these guys can grow and, one day come into their own. And hopefully it be sooner than later. Whatever, man. And the Jets signed Quincy Williams. Quinn and Williams' brother, sticking on the defensive topic for a little while. He's a linebacker. I'm not sure if he's going to start either. Because the starters right now are Mosley, Cashman, and Nasruddin. Nasruddin's a rookie. And Mosley hasn't played in 2 years. Cashman can't stay on the field. So I definitely do think that Quincy is going to be seeing some playing time. I don't know if he's going to be the automatic starter going into week 1 or not. But you best believe he's going to be seeing some reps, right? So also, a few days ago, the Jets traded a 6th-round pick to the Texans for defensive end Shaq Lawson. And I'm a fan of this. It's not the Lawson that we want, but it's the Lawson that we're getting. It's not Carl Lawson. He's out for the season. But nonetheless, we do have a Lawson to replace him. And I don't want to give up a lot of compensation for a 1-year Band-Aid. So I'm completely fine with a six round pick. And I think even moving forward with every position at this team, unless it's like a can't pass opportunity, I don't really feel comfortable giving up anything more than a 5th or a 6th round pick. I'm not giving up a 1st, a 2nd, or a 3rd rounder at all. Or even a 4th rounder, I don't even really feel comfortable. 5th and 6th, I'm okay with. But other than that, for a 1-year Band-Aid, I'm not comfortable doing that. Especially because, like I've been saying, the Jets are not in a win-now situation. We're not one player away. We're not even 1 year away. Give these guys 2 years. By next year, I hope that we can make the playoffs. I hope that these guys start coming into their own. You know, we got to get better drafting because the 2020 draft class is just, it's falling apart. Outside of Mims and, like, Becton. You know, Ashton Davis is a bust and, you know, Zuniga's a bust. A lot of those guys are a bust so far. So I think it's really important that we start drafting better. And that's not a knock on Joe Douglas. It is a knock on Joe Douglas, but it's not a big knock on Joe Douglas. Because so far, I've liked the guys that we've drafted. Becton, you know. But, you know, these guys got to stay healthy. And we got to develop them. And the big thing is, too, we got to keep our players. That's a big thing. We got to keep our players. Keep our homegrown talent. Like Robbie Anderson, we shipped him away. We can't keep shipping away our talent. But for like a 1-year Band-Aid, I'm okay with this with a 6th round draft pick. I don't expect many more moves to be coming. In other news, Jamison Crowder tested positive for COVID. So he's probably not going to be playing week 1. He probably won't be there for the season opener. Which sucks for him, and I wish him nothing but a speedy recovery. I'm a big Jamison Crowder fan. I was never a fan of the trade Crowder rumors. I don't like those. I think that Jamison Crowder should be here for the season, even if Elijah Moore is going to be getting more reps than him. I'm okay with that. Excuse me. But I do think that this is a good opportunity for Elijah Moore and Denzel Mims. Even Jeff Smith. I think that these guys are going to be rotating in and out. And I just hope that these guys are going to be getting some solid reps. And hopefully we can develop these guys quickly because we still don't even know what Mims is. Mims can't even stay healthy right now. He hyperextended, you know, his leg and stuff. It's just, Denzel Mims needs to learn how to, you know, he needs, not really learn, but he needs to stay on the field. He needs to stay healthy. And the same thing, I guess there's ambulances right outside of my house. Elijah Moore, I think he's going to be a stud. Jeff Smith, I like him a lot too. So I'm glad that these young guys are going to be getting some rep. And finally, the wide receivers are the depth of the team right now. And we could afford to have somebody like Crowder going down. Last year, we were going in there with Chris Hogan, who's not even in the NFL. And like I said, man, you know, I just want to wish Jamison Crowder a speedy recovery. But that's going to wrap it up. If you guys haven't followed me on Twitter, go ahead and do so at EverythingNYJ. I'll give you a follow back. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel. I have some, I'm not going to announce it now, but I do have some bigger things coming for the channel in the next couple weeks. So stay tuned for that. Thank you guys for watching. If you have any comments, just, you know, drop them in the comment section. I'll be glad to talk to you. Send me a DM. We could talk some football. Thank you guys for watching. And as always, go Jets, baby.